rectangular and center of pressure, which is P here. So if I have a situation like that, and I have a gate, something like this here, and I have P and G stands for center of pressure or center of gravity both. What's the relationship between these two? One of them is more than the other one. These are equal, sometimes equal less, sometimes equal more. So which one do you think is correct?
Option D.
Why do you think it's D?
Because I think, for an instance, like a rectangle,
Uh-huh.
they'd not be the same. But if it was like, I guess like a triangular force, like a vertical wall,
Okay.
then the pressure would be centroid.
But for rectangular, you think it's equal?
I don't know. Just guessing.
For triangle, you are right. Let me give you this one. YR equal to IXG divided by YC area plus YC. Here it says YR is P. IXG, and this one is G plus G. So based on what it asks, this is the formula. Right now, you know the equation. Based on that, can you analyze this one? The relationship between G and P. For triangular, you give me the correct one. Which one do you think is the correct answer? He says that if it's a triangle one, which we cannot see that. Pressure is, gravity is here, pressure is above that. So that's like this. But if it's a rectangular, these are the same. This is what you tell me, right? For triangle, we are right. But if you look at this one, G is here, P is here. This is the general formula for all shapes. You should always add something to G, which make it equal to P. So it means that G is always less than P, right? Look at that. If G is 1, this is 1.1, because it should be something added to that to make it equal. But in case that you have horizontal shape, something like that. In this case, P and G are the same. So the answer that you mentioned is correct. But for rectangular even, let me repaint it. If G is here, P is below that. Based on the formula, P is always below the G. Unless it's a horizontal, which these are equal. So here, for the horizontal plane, because theta is 0, center of pressure and center of gravity are the same. Otherwise, based on this formula, IXY divided by YC area plus YC equal to YR. YR is always more or bigger, because you should add this guy to this one to make it equal. And here it says that's G, that's P here. So, in other words, center of pressure is always below of center of gravity. This one is easy. I think you can handle it. The ratio of pressure between point X and Y located respect at depths of 0.5 and 2 below a constant water level is which one? So, translating this sentence into a picture, you have a point, X is here, which is 0.5 below the constant, 0.5. And you have Y here, which is 2 meters. What is the ratio of pressure? So, Px over Py. What's the ratio? That's the easiest one. 1 to 4, yeah. Just need to say gamma H, X, both Y, sorry, both water. So here is the solution. HA is this one, HB is this one, so you just need to find PA over PV. Gammas cancel out because both are water. So 1, 2, 4. You don't need to even take care of absolute and gauge pressure here. What about this one? Center of pressure in the shape that you can see, which is a triangle. The sides are 6 by 6. The fluid is not water here, is oil. And SG is 0.75. Means that gamma of oil is SG multiplied by gamma of water. What does it ask? YR, or center of pressure. So start to write and see if you can solve it. These are the two formula that you need to know. Better to say YR. I think I will change it to YR. And you know H bar, right? This is YC. So I just need you to find YR. Start finding IXY, which is the second momentum of inertia. If you watch the previous lecture, I give you one slide for different shapes. So this is for triangle. For rectangular is different. For circle is different. Quarter circle, semicircle. So you have the second momentum of inertia for different shape, which is common shape, like 6 to maybe 8 shapes. And you need to have them for the exam because I won't give you the shape. So write just the common one: rectangular, triangle, and circle. I think you can find the IXY easily because you have B, you have H. What about H bar? Do you know what's the H bar for triangle? Did you find this guy, the second moment of inertia? If yes, give me the number for this one. How much? 36 point something or just 36? Okay. I think What about, because you should, next step, you should start working on this one. So 36 divided by area multiplied by h bar plus h bar. How would you find h bar? What's the area? Did you find area? Six divided by 2, right? 18. Okay. So area is 18. What about h bar? The only thing that you start think about that. H bar is center of gravity. So if you have a shape, you should see where is the most, if it's distributed uniformly, the center, like the circle for sure is here. But if it's the rectangular, for sure it's here. But what about something like this? Or the one that you have here, this? Because some parts are denser. So you should be careful about the center of gravity. Do you know the center of gravity for a triangle? Center of gravity for a triangle is 1/3 from the bottom, 2/3 from the top. And when I said bottom or top, be careful because this one top is here, which is not the one that you are looking for. So if I were you, I said that which part is denser? This part. So I need to dedicate less to that part. So 1/3 of h here, 2/3 of h here. But for something like that, here is denser. So when I'm going to distribute my mass, 1/3 here, 2/3 here, to be fair. Denser, less weight. Less dense, more weight. So for this one, C is somewhere here. Centroid is somewhere here. 1/3 of h, 2/3 of h. So for your shape, h bar or yc is equal to what? 2, right? So you write 2 here and 2 here, and you are done. Again, center of pressure is different with center of gravity. Center of pressure is the formula that you can see in the picture, the hard, difficult formula. Center of gravity basically is easier to know because you know that there is a gravity, there is a mass that you dedicate and distribute the mass there. And for both of them, you have the tables or 2 slides in your lecture note last session. Did you find the final answer for this one? Yeah, that's true. And I will change this one to R to be consistent.